Yo, what's happening? It's your boy Khalil, my boy Joe, episode 2. First off, I want to shout out everybody who watched the first one, man. I really appreciate that. With with that being said, let's get right into it, bro. Is it time to panic if you're the Clippers?
The Clippers are in big trouble, bro. They are fucked. Like, it's bad. We were talking about this yesterday. If they go down 0-2, I could still see a sweep. They're probably going to get one, maybe two. But Luka is the best player by far on the court, even though Kawhi went nuts last night. I think it's over in LA, and I think that little 2 years of Kawhi PG, that's over too. I don't think they have any future coming up at all.
I agree 100%. They are in serious, serious trouble. Luka Doncic is for real. He is killing.
Not even that. LA's just not playing good at all.
I'm going to give Luka his flowers before I talk about them. He is playing insane right now.
Shout out Tim Hardaway, too.
Tim Hardaway, too. Everybody on Dallas is playing amazing. But let's just talk about the main guy, Luka. 32, 9, and 9 against the Clippers in the last 2 postseasons so far.
That's unbelievable.
That's trouble.
And that's 5 in a row for LA.
Went to 6 last year.
Playoff losses.
Went to 6 last year. With Porzingis getting ejected the first one and being hurt. Plus, Luka Doncic got a little banged up. His foot or his knee, I can't remember.
I think his ankle.
He got banged up. But Luka Doncic is playing great basketball against the Clippers.
So is Dallas for real?
For sure.
Like deep playoff run?
I think they can. I think they can make it to the conference finals this year. I think they can.
I don't know.
I can't bet on them winning it or winning the conference finals, but I wouldn't be surprised if they got there. If Luka plays like this, they can most definitely get there easily.
I just think they match up with the Clippers really well, and that's why it's looking pretty easy for them. I don't know if they're capable of being a second-round playoff team.
Well, I don't think. Let's see who they would have to play. Utah, maybe Memphis.
We'll get to that later.
They could beat Utah. They can definitely beat Utah. Porzingis could actually make Gobert not a threat.
I'm not a big fan of either, so
he can make Gobert not a threat just for the simple fact he could pull up from the logo like we saw yesterday.
Let's not call Rudy Gobert a threat.
I said he could. You said he could make. He is a threat in the paint.
Fuck Rudy Gobert.
He is a threat in the paint. Don't be mad because he killed Ja last year. The year they beat you guys. He's an OKC fan for the people who don't remember. He got y'all. Him and Don. Wow. Got him.
Yeah, I seen that firsthand, and Utah would easily beat Dallas,
but I mean, I'll even take it a step further. Dallas within the next 5 years will have made a finals or have won one if they are able to keep everybody.
I don't know, not in this West. The West is starting to get
5 years.
Ready.
LeBron's 36, Kawhi's free agency plus he's 30. They could get there.
I like Utah better. I like Phoenix better.
You got to see about Utah too. Because, I mean, Luka Doncic, I'm taking over a lot of them.
And shit, if, like yesterday, if Kawhi goes to the Warriors are still there for the next.
Yeah, but I'm just saying for the simple fact, 5 years, within 5 years, Steph Curry's 37, Klay Thompson's 36 or 35, Kawhi's 34, 35.
Steph might be in his prime right now.
He is in his prime, but I'm just saying.
That's an issue.
The age matters. Age matters. And Luka in 5 years, 27. 26 maybe. I think he's 22, 28, 27.
Shit.
That team right there can make it far. Now, I'll even ask you a question. Is Luka a top 3 player in this league?
In the whole NBA?
Yes.
No. Is he the best player on the court right now in the series? Yeah. Is he playing the best basketball in the playoffs right now? Probably. Like in the whole league.
So if he continues to play like this, will he be a top 3 player?
He can't be top 3, not in my mind, but he could be top 7 by the start of next year.
Ooh.
I think there's too many good players.
I think he's 5.
I think right now.
I think he's 5.
Well, I got all 3 of the Brooklyn Nets stars in front of him.
I can't put Kyrie over him.
I got Curry.
I can't put Kyrie over him. Not right now. Not this year.
And of course, LeBron.
Obviously, career-wise, Kyrie has it. But at this point, as we speak, I gotta go with Luka Doncic.
You like Luka over Giannis?
Yes. for the simple fact that he could shoot. I really do. I like Luka Doncic more than Giannis because he actually plays well in the playoffs.
There
Consistent.
goes the dog again.
That's Joe's dog. My boy Zach might be here soon. But back to the topic, I like Luka Doncic 5. And I could give you my 5.
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll give you my 5. I will go Kevin Durant, number
I
1
forgot about
next
KD.
year.
I don't even know why.
I'll go
I
Kevin
said
Durant,
that. I
number
did
1
say that.
next year.
Number 1 next year.
This is where it
Fully
gets
healthy
this is
KD.
where it gets tricky. This is where it gets honestly kind of dicey for me, because I want to say Harden,
You're not gonna put Bron at number 2.
but I'm gonna say LeBron.
Okay.
I will actually put Harden number 3. I will put.
Where's Steph?
Oh wait, yeah. Hold
Steph
on.
3?
Hold on. I'm stupid. Hold on. KD 1. Just based off this season. KD 1, Steph 2, LeBron 3.
And then you got Harden.
Then I got Harden 4.
And then Luka.
And then Luka's 5.
That's crazy.
And Jokic is 6.
Luka's coming on, but Luka's a playoff player. Like Luka.
That's why I like him.
Yeah.
That's why I like
So
him.
is Donovan Mitchell. I'm not putting him in the discussion, but Donovan Mitchell, crazy player. I'm excited to see him.
But I just love how Luka Doncic is playing right now. He's playing insane. He could average a triple double. He's one of those guys that can
double. Easy
with
triple
a 30 with an average of 27, 30.
Yeah.
He could do that. Like
Easily.
what Westbrook did in 2017. He can do that. But now I want to talk about the Clippers and how last night the 2 guys you got from them, they played very well.
They did
Minus
play
Paul
pretty
George
good.
going 1 for 7 from 3, but in total he had
In total,
a
he
really
did
good
have a
game.
really good game.
They combined for 69 points on 60% from the field, and they lost. And they lost that game. The role players didn't give them what they usually give them. But if we're gonna go off Paul George's playoff history, is he that efficient for the rest of the series?
Probably not. Kawhi's gonna turn up, but if they're
And even Kawhi,
their 2 best players balled out and they got pieced up.
They
It was
lost.
easy for Dallas. Again, I don't think they ever were losing in that game.
18 for 34 from 3 for Dallas.
Snipers.
They could catch fire, and if they can, I'm not saying shoot over 50% from 3.
They shoot like Diego Ortiz. Shout out Sean Hogan and Diego Ortiz. They're in the crib tonight for the show.
What's up?
Thirsty.
But Dallas, I don't know if they're gonna be able to keep up the 3-pointers.
But the Clippers, they might be worse than the 12-13 Lakers in terms of having the star talent and not doing anything with it.
I wouldn't say they're worse, but
They have the best. They literally should have a championship team.
easily.
They should.
That was
have
the
a
expectation
championship
coming
team.
into last year. I think
They should have a championship team. This team right here, you got everybody who starts could play some type of defense.
Start Rondo, Ty Lue.
Start
Ty Lue
Rondo,
is a problem too. I didn't like Doc Rivers last year. I was a hater on Doc
You
Rivers.
can't blame Doc this year, guys. Can't blame Doc this year. It's you guys.
Oh yeah, it is them.
It's you guys. It is everybody on that roster.
All right, so let's transition to the Lakers.
Very happy.
Huge win.
Very, very happy.
You called the Anthony Davis buckets last night. Played like an animal.
I said yesterday, Anthony Davis got to give us Shaq numbers. He gave us 34, 10, 7 assists, and 3
The
blocks.
7 assists are huge.
It's big.
It's playmaking.
He didn't
It's
get
going through
40,
him.
but I was damn close.
He was damn close. My 25 and 10 was really not spot on, but
And for
I mean,
me,
shit.
he still took a little bit too much jumpers.
he did take a lot of
A
jumpers.
little bit
but
too
I mean,
much,
he was
but-
pretty efficient last night.
But say
A lot of
some,
free throws.
but say some 18 for 21 from the free throw line. You're
There you
being
go.
really aggressive. You're being really aggressive.
I
That was the one. I didn't see a lot of positives in this win, though.
saw a few. I saw Anthony Davis. I saw Big Drum,
Other than the Lakers, other than Anthony Davis and
Schroeder.
Schroeder playing well,
Big Drum played well.
and Drum playing well.
LeBron
Those were
was
the
clutch.
only positives. Yeah,
LeBron played really clutch.
yeah, but I honestly think he's saving himself.
I hope
not-
he's saving himself because he needs to be more assertive.
He's not exerting
Like, very
himself
soon.
at all. But I'm not putting too much into this win. Chris Paul didn't even play the fourth.
That's the thing. I don't know if he's healthy for the rest of the series. I don't even know if he played 2 minutes in the fourth quarter.
We know Chris Paul is a feisty, ultra competitive guy. And for him not even to be able to play the fourth quarter.
I don't know what they were doing. I think they might have been saving him, trying to keep him healthy because their campaign was.
He didn't do anything.
He was balling.
He
gave him really good minutes.
The points were there, but if he's gonna play, I will be glad. I will be very happy with that.
No, yeah. If I'm the Lakers, I'm pretty comfortable with Cameron Payne.
This was probably the best game he ever played in his life, and he still wasn't that great.
If Chris Paul's out for the rest of the series, it's Lakers in 5, no doubt.
For sure. If Chris Paul's not even, all Chris Paul needs to be is 75% before it to go 6. Because I feel like Phoenix gets hot real fast.
Phoenix does get pretty hot. They
only lost by 7 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean the Lakers were sloppy yesterday too, but
they were sloppy in the second half.
You think they proved that they back, or
they still got? I don't think so.
They got
Chris Paul didn't play.
Yeah,
I'm not putting a lot into this when Chris Paul didn't play, but I like what I saw from Anthony Davis. I really like what I saw from Anthony Davis. The fact that 18 for 21 from the free throw line tells you a lot. I'm gonna keep saying that.
And he's inside
for 21.
Bumping.
So.
Suns are in huge trouble though.
But still,
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Like huge trouble.
Because the Lakers got, I feel, somewhat type of confidence. Anthony Davis doesn't. He shows the emotion, but he doesn't show it a lot. But when he does show it, he's really in tune, or he's really feeling great.
AD showed a lot of emotion last night, and it kind of gave me some Paul George flashbacks. Talk his shit, and all of a sudden he has one good game, and then all of a sudden he died.
But that's not the thing, because he's a champion.
He is a champion. And he played very well in the series.
And he does play good in the playoffs every year. Even in the 2 years in New Orleans, I think he's averaged 30 in the playoffs before he got to LA.
So you think he's going back-to-back big games, or a solid game, at least 25 and 10, like I said last night, was a really good game?
He should, because I mean, if he could go 18 for 21, or if he could get, that's just an anomaly. But if he could get 12 free throws a game, 11, 12 free throws a game, that's all he really needs. Whatever percentage he shoots from the field, if he could get to the free throw line, it's going to be tough for Phoenix to overcome that.
I like Schroeder last night.
24 points.
Attacking the rim.
Attack. He always attacks. I finally feel like he's got, because I'm not going to go too crazy, but it looked like his legs were there. Drummond
and his confidence.
Drummond redeemed himself.
Big drum.
Big
redemption game.
Big Drum did what he had to do. 15, 12 boards, and 5 of them were offensive. The offensive glass.
That's what you need him.
For the Lakers who aren't playing well, if you could get if him and Anthony Davis could get those second chances, they will win. They will make it to the finals.
And I saw the Lakers in the clutch. That was the real Los Angeles Lakers. They weren't missing. They were playing good defense.
And I gotta give Caruso, because this last couple months he's played really well.
Caruso's putting up good minutes.
He's played amazing.
Good defense.
He's played amazing. And KCP, like LeBron said, we have you there to shoot. So shoot.
I mean, he'll keep shooting.
That's
trust
why.
KCP.
But LeBron should kind of be telling himself that too. I feel like he should be aggressive more.
After this series,
he should be aggressive more early.
After the series, LeBron's gonna have to be aggressive.
So you think these next couple games he'll get you a 30-point game just to remind everybody?
No, I don't see that happening in the first series here. I don't know what he's doing. He does this shit every year, like in the playoffs. Like, LeBron's Father Time's catching up, psych. Finals. I see that. I see him turning up in the second playoff series against.
Remember, he started off kind of slow against Portland last year in the playoffs too. The first game he didn't really play well. I think the second game he didn't really. But
the Lakers
first game he had like 23, 15, and 15 against Portland last year.
Yeah.
But in terms of, we're talking about just shooting and like aggressiveness, he was sometimes. That's why I feel like a lot of people don't put LeBron 1 or 2. Because of that lack of aggressiveness at times.
Well, yeah, I mean, he picks and chooses when he wants to, which really pisses off fans, but
it does.
He gets it done.
It does, because you get the guys. Jordan wouldn't have done that. Well, he wouldn't have.
LeBron's fadeaway last night was on.
It was good to see.
3 straight.
The lift was there. It was good to see. It was honestly really, 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 really good to see. But the Suns, I hope Chris Paul is well and healthy. Well, not even healthy. I hope he's able to play. Because, I mean, I feel bad for Chris Paul.
Come on, Laker fans. You don't want Chris Paul to play. Stop lying.
I do want Chris Paul to play.
Don't lie to the people.
I do want Chris Paul to play. For real.
Yes?
It makes the win better.
Ooh.
I do. And
well, if Chris Paul is healthy,
on a serious note,
it's going to look like game one all over again.
But on a serious note, I hope Chris Paul is well and healthy because it's sad that he keeps getting hurt in the playoffs like this.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is. It's rough for him, but I don't know. Lakers in 5. That's how he's going to keep saying that shit.
Now, yeah.
100%.
Who do we got next round? We got the 3 seed. Who's 3? Denver,
Portland.
Denver or Portland. We should go to the conference finals. Bron, you know what time it is. Come on.
Denver, Portland would be easy for you guys.
I think Denver will go 6 or 7.
No, they're not the same team no more.
Denver will go 6. Denver will go 6.
I'll give them Lakers in 5.
No. Denver will go 6.
Portland, Lakers in 4 or 5.
Portland, Lakers should sweep.
They should.
Actually, Dame will go.
Dame
will go for a 50 piece. One of those games, just like one of these games. Well, he had that last time. He had 10 threes last night. Well, whatever night they played, and they still just couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
They still couldn't get it done.
All right, let's go over to Milwaukee. Big 2-0. Will Miami? Is it over? Is Miami not going to win a game?
They will win. You know what? They will win both at home.
Miami, they're going to tie the series at home.
They will win both at home.
I can't see it happening. They got blown out by damn near 40 the other day. It was 132 to 98.
Yeah, but they will win at home because I have a lot of respect for Jimmy at Miami, and I have faith that Jimmy could put on a performance like he did against the Lakers for those 2 games last year.
I don't know where Tyler Hero went. What happened to Tyler Hero? They don't play him as much as last year. He's not as effective.
I don't know.
He's not in the offense.
I don't know.
Duncan Robinson much more of a player than Tyler Hero now, right?
I would say better for that team.
For Miami?
For that team. Because as an overall talent, Tyler Hero is superior.
I mean, he's ghost mode right now. He's not doing shit. I can't even call him superior. I like Duncan Robinson better than him right now. He's playing. I mean, Duncan's got a dog in him. The first game, Duncan was going crazy.
I love Duncan Robinson.
So you really think Miami 2 in a row, and what happens after that?
Milwaukee will win the next 2.
So they're just a stupid 2 in a row, and then
I think they'll take care of business at home. Miami's gonna be popping. The team might go out. Well, actually, they can't.
They can't go
Corona.
out. Nope.
But I think they will.
They need to do something.
I think they will win the next 2. They'll breathe that hot, fresh air in when they get back to Miami.
Right.
And they'll be all right.
I see Miami taking one of the home games, and then
I hope they take 2. Because originally I had this series going 7. But the way it looked in game 2,
it's not good.
And that was kind of discouraging. That was
Jimmy's
bad.
not playing well.
You shouldn't lose like that.
Jimmy's
if you're
not
a
playing
playoff
well.
team, you should not lose like that.
Bam's not playing well.
But I expect those guys to turn it around. I saw. I mean, they
don't have much time.
They put Bam Adebayo. They said they put Joel Anthony. They said this is what he looks like right now.
Throwback player.
Joel Anthony.
What a beast.
Derrick Rose.
He had a strong forehead, Joel Anthony. He had a nice forehead.
Chrome dome.
So,
but say something. Milwaukee does look a lot better.
I was just about to ask you, Milwaukee. Do you think they just turned the corner?
Drew Holiday. I don't care. Drew Holiday is a lot better than Eric Bledsoe ever was.
Always, of course.
He's a lot better.
Eric Bledsoe is irrelevant.
He is a lot better than Eric Bledsoe ever was.
And Drew Holiday is very important to that team.
17, 5, and 6.
Hold on, I got a really big announcement for my fans out there.
What's up?
Knicks down by 13 at halftime. Thank you, Sean Hogan. 57-44. We're gonna go back to Milwaukee. My Knicks fans. Lord have mercy. Oh boy.
Knicks fans, stay strong.
Stay strong. You guys may come back in the second half.
You called it Randall.
I am still.
Randall, what's Randall have tonight? He sleeping?
I still believe in you, New York. I still believe in you.
Can I get a quick stat check on Julius Randle?
I got
2
you.
points, 0 for 6 in the first half. You said it. One more time, shout out Andrew Butler for Julius Randle's playoff ass.
Listen, man, I hope it ain't so, because for the Knicks to lose like this would just be very, very heartbreaking. For them to lose like this.
I'd be living.
I thought the Knicks were gonna dominate this series.
I'll tell you guys right now, if the Knicks get swept, I will buy a Julius Randle jersey. And I'll wear it for a week on the podcast. 5 straight days. Monday through Friday.
That's tough.
And I'd rock that shit.
That is real tough. Julius Randle. We don't want you to be called the studio gangster.
Yeah, we don't need that.
We don't want you to be called the studio gangster. We don't want you to be that guy that plays amazing in the regular season. You get to the big dance. George. You get to the big dance and you break your foot. We don't want to see that.
All right, let's hop back to Milwaukee.
We don't want to see that. Come on.
We'll check in on the Knicks later.
I'm not even a Knicks fan. Just the fact that I'm from New York. Life is good when the Knicks are good. Or at least in the playoffs.
Shit for you. I'm enjoying the L right now. I like it. Knicks fans got a little too over their heads. But let's go back to Milwaukee real quick. Let's go back. We'll get some live updates on the Knicks game because that's a pretty important topic for, especially because we're in New York. But Milwaukee turned the corner. I think
New York will come back and win this game.
Okay. We're going to clip that.
New York will come back and win this game.
Oh, Lord.
Come on, New York. I need you. Julius.
Bro, he's not doing shit.
Wake the hell up. You got Mohawk guarding you.
Mohawk.
Danilo. Come on, Julius.
Julius is a little tired, bro. It's 9 o'clock. So, it's getting late. It's not his fault.
Come on, Julius.
Right, let's go back to Milwaukee, though.
It ain't funny. Ain't funny.
Milwaukee is real, and I see them. They got to play the Nets in the second round?
Yeah.
Damn it.
But Giannis. Actually, first, I'm going to talk about Chris Middleton.
You want to talk about Middleton?
I'm going to talk about Chris Middleton.
I know he's one of your favorites.
Chris Middleton is turning into a real closer.
He's a closer.
He is turning into a real closer. He looks like a real number 2 option. For the people saying he should be a number 3, no.
He's a very efficient scorer.
He is a great really number 2 option.
And he closes games for Milwaukee every time. They don't go to Giannis.
They go to him.
You gotta respect that.
Obviously, they are no Kobe and Shaq. I'm saying this off top. We know that.
That's a little crazy.
We know that. They are no Kobe and Shaq. But it's looking like they should keep this dynamic.
I like the.
They should keep this dynamic.
The 3 guys they got. I think Drew Holiday fits really good. Obviously, Giannis is centerpiece of that franchise.
Yes.
Chris Middleton's a baller.
Yes. I
like DiVincenzo off the bench.
Even their role player guy, yeah.
DiVincenzo, but I think he's been starting for them, no? I think it's DiVincenzo, Holiday, Middleton, Giannis, Brook Lopez.
Yes.
If I'm not
Brook Lopez to me. When Giannis isn't on the court,
there goes Bell again.
for when Giannis is out, when off the floor, I think Brook Lopez has to kind of revert back to Brooklyn Nets. Brook Lopez.
I think that's in the past, though.
No, I'm not talking about just at least post up. He doesn't. He was
post up game.
Remember, he was one of the best post up defenders in the league. Offensive players in the league.
He's a beast on Brooklyn. He was one of my favorite players.
He was one of the best post players in the league at that time.
Like Sean Horgan. No, yeah, but they need
But I think when he's off the floor, somebody kind of has to be that. Somebody that's just a threat in the paint.
They need a threat in the paint.
To me.
And I think,
to me, because Brook Lopez is a good enough offensive player to do both.
Actually, what are we doing in Milwaukee? Bryn Forbes,
sniper
out of nowhere.
I liked him since he was with San Antonio.
He was good on San Antonio.
I liked him and Derek White. That year so it was our senior year. They made it to the playoffs.
They played Denver.
They played Denver.
They played
Denver. Yes, they did. They played Denver. And I think Brian Forbes Derek White and Kyle Anderson played amazing.
But Bryn Forbes for
But
Milwaukee,
Brian Forbes is a sniper.
it could be
Sniper.
huge. He could be huge.
Sniper.
We got Zach Kornowski in the building. Come on in, Zach.
In the building.
If you want to
Zach,
say,
what's up,
hi to
bro?
people, if you want to say hi to
Zach,
people real
come
quick,
on, bro.
Building.
This
He
is
has a
Zach.
torn ACL.
Torn ACL.
Hey,
Let's go Nets.
my boy's coming
Let's
to
go Nets.
Maryland. Once he get up off this knee brace, y'all,
Alright.
you other football programs better watch out.
Now get the hell out
Let's
of the
get it.
camera, bro.
Now leave. Get the hell out. You had it home.
I bet we were talking about the role players. Milwaukee's role players are really good. That's really big for them. Damn, I can't believe they got to play the Nets in the second round. They're gonna give the Nets a run, bro. They're gonna give the Nets a run. Trust.
Excuse me. His name is actually Bryn.
Yeah, Bryn.
Bryn Forbes. Bryn Forbes. And
Out of nowhere, Bryn Forbes.
10 points per
Outstanding.
game. 10
Oh yeah,
points per
22.
game.
Yeah, 22. I believe you.
He's a 45% three-point shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he
Every time he comes in the game, he sprays.
Yeah,
He
100%.
sprays, and he's a real. He's liable to get a 6 3-pointer game, like every game. Like,
Well, I mean, if they want to play him, if they
I
want to give him
think
the shots,
he plays 19 minutes a game this year in the regular season. 17 right now in the playoffs.
it's a solid amount
He
of
is
time.
shooting 58% from the field, 50% from three, and 100% from the free throw line.
Well, the free throws are probably oddball. He
It's probably
got to
3
line-
for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3, 4 for 4.
But
something
just
like
the fact that he's out there, he's a huge piece to that team. He's a huge piece to that team.
that. All right, so let's talk.
But I can't see Milwaukee
Beating the Nets.
going that far. Even if they had to play Philadelphia,
I think they got Philly.
I just don't
I think
think
they got Philly.
Giannis has to shoot better from the free throw line. He can't. I saw something where it was on the actual live game cast. They said he shoots the second worst all time for people who are qualified
From the line?
from the free throw line. Like I think it was something like that, or out of a minimum of something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I just know he's like numbers wise or percentage wise one of the worst two ever.
Sure, well,
That's really sad.
they're still balling. So
They are
let's
balling,
look at it right now.
but they are balling, but that is a huge. That's what do you do?
He needs to hit about 70% of
You
his
got to
free
go
throws.
at least 7 for 10.
70%.
And if I'm Miami,
Clutch free throws too.
Miami maybe look to Hackashat. That's
Nah,
just
they can't though.
That's just a suggestion. They put Udonis Haslem and make him use all his 6 fouls. Put Udonis
Hackashat-
Haslem in the game and make him because I'm not gonna lie. The way Udonis looked, he won't hurt you if he's out there. So let him use all his 6 fouls.
I mean, if you go to Hackashack, I don't think you win the game. I think you're giving up on the series.
No,
100%.
you got to do whatever you can to win. And if somebody has a weakness, you exploit that weakness. I don't think it's giving up. I think it's just making a move. You are desperate. You're down 2-0. You're
They are
very
desperate.
desperate.
They are desperate right now.
You try anything at this point. You are very, very desperate. And I think they should put Udonis or whoever doesn't play, mostly Udonis, because he'll actually foul you and have you not be able to get up a shot.
Dwayne Dedman.
Dwayne, yeah, those guys, those type of
Dwayne
guys,
Dedman.
just those type of guys.
Another very strong head.
Those
Very
type of
strong,
guys.
Bald head.
Those type of guys.
Beard.
Throw them in
Bald
the
head
game.
beard.
Throw them in the game. Let them play about 10 minutes. And if I'm Eric Spoelstra, I'm saying I want 10 minutes. I need 6 fouls.
All right,
Do
so we both agree that Milwaukee's
3
gonna
minutes a
advance.
quarter. Do it.
We both agree that Milwaukee's going to advance.
Milwaukee will advance. At first, I think at first yesterday I said the Bucks will go. Well, not yesterday because we didn't really talk about them, but I think the Bucks will go up 3-1 and lose Game 6. That's what I said
So now
yesterday.
you're going back to back. Miami.
But
Golden
Eric
State.
Spoelstra is actually a good enough coach to
One
make
of the best.
adjustments with Pat Riley looking down. I think they. If I'm Miami, actually, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do if I'm Miami. I'm putting Bam to start on Giannis. I'm putting Bam on Giannis
That should
to
be
start.
on Giannis.
Trevor Reeves has been guarding him.
Yeah, I don't know
I
why.
don't like
I don't
that
even know
at
why
all.
Trevor Reeves is in the game over
No.
Tyler Hero.
No, I kind of depth wise and just whatever. He obviously is not better But just like why Cephalosha was starting over Harden. It's like that reason.
It's like that.
But I think
I don't like that either. That never made sense to me either.
But I think Trevor Ariza has to get at least 4 fouls. They gotta use their fouls. They gotta just say fuck it, because they have to do it. Something. They have to do it. You have to play desperate. You have to play desperate.
All right, so Milwaukee advances. They play the Nets. You got the Nets.
I got the Nets. Just based off what I've seen, what I saw when they blew Miami out.
Five or six. What is that?
It's your computer.
Your computer's bugging out. Yo, that just scared.
That scared the crap out of me. Woo! That scared the crap out of me.
Almost dropped that on the podcast. That
I almost left.
Fucking
quick edit.
I would have left.
No, I'm keeping it in there.
Yeah,
that shit scared the hell out of me.
That scared me. It was my computer.
Dude, I got the headset on. I think some like old ladies behind me.
Yeah.
Ooh. Holy fuck.
I was about to go home.
Oh, we were I low-key almost left. It was my computer. I was on ESPN.com and the ad played.
Oh man.
Back to it.
Whoa.
Shit.
Spirit.
So you got the Nets at 5 or 6.
I got actually back to the point.
Damn, that scared the shit out of me.
I got it in 5. I thought it was Zach singing. I was like,
all right, so Milwaukee
I got them in
bounced
6.
out.
I'm gonna go 6.
All right, 6, a respectable 6. Milwaukee gets bounced out again in the second round. Last year was first round. The year before that was second or third. Did they lose to Kawhi?
They lost to Kawhi in 2019.
Yeah, in the second or third conference finals. Right? All right, so
conference finals. But hey, say something. They also went up 0-2 against them.
They did.
And they blew 4 straight.
That's Kawhi Leonard.
It is Kawhi Leonard, but
different.
It's still something to have in the back of your mind.
All right, so is that an issue, though? All those first round, second round, conference finals, second round every year for Milwaukee, they look a lot better than in the past.
Eventually.
But this second round shit got to stop.
They shouldn't lose in this. Well, it sucks now.
It does suck for them.
I'm not gonna hold.
You can't.
If they
be
lose
like,
to the Nets, I'm not
3.
putting too much on it because the Nets are that great.
But the only reason for them to be playing right now, they want to succeed. They don't want to be like, oh, we got the Nets. All right, we lost.
No,
the Nets.
They are going in there to try to win, of course, as they should. They should go in there thinking they should win, as they should. It hurt me what I heard when Boston was talking about Brad Stevens. You got to play, perfect to beat. They conceded they lost.
Oh, they're done. They're done.
They knew they walked in that series talking about don't get blown out.
And Jason Tatum last night with the
he didn't want to be seen.
The poked eye.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. He got poked in the eye. And he sat out the rest of the game.
All right, so
I lost by 10. They lost by 30. That's what that was.
Yeah,
that's what that was. I lost by 10. I don't know what happened to y'all.
That was bad.
Tatum didn't watch. Tatum ain't even.
He wasn't playing.
No. He wasn't playing too well either, but he got a little eye poke.
He was probably crying. Hell, I would have cried too.
Shit. All right, so we got Milwaukee win the series.
Milwaukee, yes, will win in 6. I still have faith in Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, just based off what he did in the finals, because they weren't supposed to win.
Yeah, I mean, you got to respect the finals team from last year. They're the reigning Eastern Conference.
I will say they will find that booster, that something will give them that, that jump and that spark.
Yeah. And
they will come out, and I will predict a blowout in this game 3.
I don't know. We'll see.
I will predict a blowout.
We will definitely see. But let's go to one of the series we have not talked about yet in either episode so far. Mm-hmm. Utah and Memphis. Memphis took game 1 without Donovan Mitchell on Utah. But Memphis looked good. Utah blew a little lead, and that was it. Ja and the rest of his boys capitalized on that, and it was game over. Ja Morant, Dylan Brooks, Jonas Valanciunas. Solid.
Amazing. Amazing.
But for me, they're not beating playoff Donovan Mitchell and the rest of that Jazz team. They're stacked.
Until I see how Donovan Mitchell comes back or how he plays, I'm not going to call him playoff Donovan yet. If he comes back and does what he does, then I'm like, okay, he's back.
That Jazz team's nothing to play with without him either. They got so many guys.
But we know Dylan Brooks. He is a hell of a defender.
Dylan Brooks is another guy.
I think Dylan Brooks will try his hardest.
Announcement. Knicks only down by 8 in the third quarter. Here we go.
I told you.
Here we go.
Knicks, we back.
We're gonna keep.
Come on, New York. Don't make me
rest
out
of
to
the
be a
episode.
liar. I'll never laugh.
And I'm sorry for saying on my part yesterday. Wizards in 7.
We knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. You
They
were
got
the only one
smacked
who
up.
thought that.
I still got hope.
You and everybody who lives in Washington.
All I want is them. I just need them to take one game, and I'm gonna talk my shit on this podcast. I swear.
That shit might
They
not
can
even
take
happen.
the game 4. They can be down 3-1. I'll be on that all
Joey
day.
picked me up to do this podcast. They were down 3. We get back to the crib. They're down 14.
That happened. Yeah, that was bad.
Joey told me
That's bad.
before we started the Wizards had a chance to beat the Sixers in the first round.
I told you that like 4 months ago.
I
3
said
months
that
ago.
before we started the podcast.
Yeah, but 3 months ago.
Yeah, before we started the podcast. Right?
Correct.
Okay.
Anyway, Donovan Mitchell coming back. He's going to hoop. The Jazz are for real, in my opinion. They're going to beat Memphis probably in 5, if not 6. Game 1. Game 1s are always iffy. Game 1s can always go either way. Memphis is going to advance. Utah's going to advance.
Just a little food for thought. When Dylan Brooks guarded Steph Curry, he went 2 for 10.
Yeah, but this team.
Obviously, we know
Utah.
Steph is unstoppable. He might have just missed. It probably wasn't that great. He probably just missed. But the games I've seen, Dylan Brooks made a real. Steph had to use all his tricks.
Yeah, but this
to get a
Utah
shot.
team is not like the Warriors. This Utah team's got people everywhere. They got a dominant big man, as much as it pains me to
Dominant
say.
big man. They got a dominant defensive big man, not offensively.
You were just saying they could throw it into him and
Not in the post.
well, not in the post, but that
So he's
spacing.
not
But
that
they got
dominant.
beautiful space. The only reason Gobert is good is because that Utah team has beautiful spacing.
No.
They got Ingles would control the ball. He could sniper. Bogdanovich is a dog. Donovan runs the show. Jordan Clarkson.
I'm just saying.
Even Royce
If
O'Neal.
Donovan Mitchell doesn't look good, I'm only saying if Donovan Mitchell
Michael Conley, bro. Mike
doesn't
Conley.
look good. If Donovan Mitchell is not 100%, Memphis will not win the series.
Utah won't.
Utah will not win the series.
That's hot. I don't know.
Memphis will win the series.
I don't know.
6 or 7. If Ja Morant can keep giving what he gave you the last 2 games,
Ja's
If
great.
Dylan
I love
Brooks-
Ja Morant, but
if Dylan Brooks can contain, not stop, but contain Donovan for going for 30.
Valanciunas is a big X factor in the series,
Valanciunas has been putting up double doubles.
double every
He's been
game,
putting up
Every
double
game.
doubles
and no one
like
seems to
it's
care.
nothing.
Yeah.
He's putting up double doubles like it's nothing.
He's putting up 24.
And remember, Jaren Jackson hasn't been back that long. He will get better.
Jaren
and better.
Jackson. I
He
don't know
will
about
get better
Jaren
and better
Jackson.
as
though.
time goes on throughout the series.
He's a very interesting player. He's very streaky.
Grayson
Jaren
Allen
Jackson.
too. Grayson Allen too. As much as people
Good minutes for Memphis this
playing
year.
great minutes. He
Good
didn't
minutes.
play well in the first playing game, but came back against Golden State and hit a couple big shots.
He did.
Hit a couple big shots. Memphis is very live. In
Memphis
this
is live, but I don't
series,
know.
to say
I don't
something.
know. But
Memphis is very live.
Donovan was mad at the coaches. I think he's ready to go. He said he was ready for game 1. They
Yeah,
didn't
but
let
you're
him
never
go.
really back until you play.
Well, yeah, I think it takes him like 1 quarter.
You're
to get
never
back.
really back
He'll
until
be
you play.
back. One
But
half.
but I feel like Dylan Brooks will try. I'm just looking how Dylan Brooks guarded Steph Curry. Not so much the shots he missed or didn't or made or whatever. Now a lot of people can't make shots. Everybody can't make shots like Steph. Not some people. Nobody can make the shots he shoots. So him going for 40 is whatever. I'm just looking at how hard it was just to get a shot off for him.
Yeah.
And Dylan Brooks did a great job.
Yeah.
He plays his ass off.
He does play.
He plays
his
hard.
ass off.
He plays hard, and he played himself into a contract.
He did.
I don't know when he's
earned
up,
that
but he
contract.
played himself into some big money.
Yeah, he earned that contract.
So all this to say, if Donovan Mitchell isn't 100%, Dylan Brooks will go at him. If he can't, because he's athletic.
He's gonna try.
Donovan Mitchell is all athleticism, not all athleticism, because he's a very gifted scorer too.
Gifted scorer.
Yeah, obviously. But a lot of his game is predicated towards his getting to a spot or an explosiveness. And if that's not 100%, he's kind of ineffective.
So with 100% Don, the Jazz
100%
for real.
The Jazz will win if Donovan Mitchell comes back like.
Are they for real in this playoff run though?
No.
No conference finals.
No.
Jazz would have to play who?
They would have to play Dallas, but I think they could lose to Dallas too. That's just me. Like I said,
that would be a very interesting.
Like series. I said earlier, Luka and playoff. If you playoff Don plays like how he did in the bubble, him and Luka will cancel out.
Oh, dude, that'd be unbelievable.
Him and Luka will
It'd be like Donovan and Jamal Murray.
They will, because what I've seen, Luka steps up in the playoffs.
He does,
and so does Donovan. So that's a constant.
Speaking about Donovan and Jamal Murray,
that's a thing. I feel like Jordan Clarkson is more so of a scorer than a shooter.
Oh, he's a pure scorer.
He's more so of a scorer. Well, Dallas has some guys that can just spray.
Yeah, the
guys, and they have something.
Bogdanovich is a sniper.
He's a sniper too, but he's also a good scorer. Yeah.
Like
but they got a lot of perimeter defenders on Dallas too.
I like
Finley. He's not they're not household name guys, but they can defend. Josh Richardson can defend.
Finney Smith.
Jalen Brunson can defend.
I love Jalen Brunson, man.
I love him too. He's tough.
Nova.
He's real tough. But Memphis, they're building something. Memphis are building something. They remind me of the team with Marc Gasol and
they're back to they gritty play. Gritty Memphis.
Grit and grind is this team for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
They just gotta find.
They need one more star.
It's not even so much of a star.
You need 2 stars on
Memphis.
The team now.
That Memphis team didn't have solidified stars.
I'm talking about nowadays NBA.
John Morant has the chance to be a star. You still got to give him time. He has a chance to be a good.
He's gonna be a star. He's gonna be a star.
Dylan Brooks has a chance to be a great role player.
They need that one more guy next to Brooks.
They just need a. They need a guy like.
They need a 3.
Yeah.
They need a 3.
Yeah.
Any suggestions? A 3 for Memphis?
Definitely.
I can't think of one off the top.
A small 4 for Memphis. That's kind of realistic in that thing.
I can't think of one off the top.
Sabonis is 1 forward.
He's a 4, and I don't.
But it's tough because teams like Memphis, nobody wants to live in Memphis.
Yeah, no one wants to.
That's so tough. So they
Memphis kind of lit.
No, Memphis is a great town.
Memphis kind of lit.
But nobody's trying to go there if they're trying to win. Stars aren't going to Memphis.
That's true.
Nobody's going there. It's not so much about the place, Memphis. It's just the fact that.
Titles aren't won there.
God, yeah. So they have.
I can turn up in Memphis though.
They have to.
I can go crazy in Memphis.
They got that. Come on now.
James Harden word.
Come on now. I gotta find James Harden. He knows all the places to turn up.
He knows all the places to turn up.
Yeah.
Actual baby.
But as I was saying, yeah. Memphis, they're building something. And for a team like that, they have to really draft well.
All right, so let's go over.
They have to draft well because nobody's going there.
Let's go over one of the most interesting series. Portland, Denver, it's 1-1. It's going back to Portland. So Portland did their job, winning that first game, taking one off the road, stealing one, whatever you want to call it. Can Denver steal it back by winning 1 in Portland?
Yes, they will split again.
If they split again, I can see. I mean, I don't know who's winning that damn series. They're just going to go back and back.
If anything could happen in the Game 7.
I think Dame Game 7 is too much.
But Jokic, I think he'll continue to play very well.
But Dame's still going to drop Dame buckets. But I liked Aaron Gordon on Dame.
I don't.
He's athletic. He's big. When he gets up in Dame's face on a jump shot, I don't like. None of their guards are guarding Dame. Campazzo.
I don't. All they do is.
Campazzo ain't guarding Dame.
Well, I mean, all they do is high pick and roll, an ISO ball. So you have Aaron Gordon guarding.
I love the athleticism on Dame.
You have Aaron Gordon.
Length too.
Aaron Gordon guarding Dame, but at what price? When you do that slip and screen, Nurkic could dive right to the basket, and he's an okay enough passer, and he's an okay enough threat.
Yeah, 100%.
To where people will have to collapse. So that's when you kick it out. And then the ball swings again, goes right back to Dame.
I don't know why it's. I like Aaron Gordon on him.
I'm just saying,
I kind of like MPJ on him maybe. If they
he
want
can't defend nobody.
the length and the athleticism
He
was
can't
what they're trying to
defend
do.
nobody.
Because no one's gonna guard Dame.
He can't guard nobody. He's not that. He's not a defender.
Who's he been guarding this series? I didn't even see. I didn't see him on offense.
Who's on the court?
Where was
He probably guards Powell, and Powell still is getting 20 points.
I don't know why Portland's not balling with Norman Powell. I like.
It's just
Dame,
Denver's a good
Norman
team.
Powell,
Denver's a good team.
Nurkic. I mean,
Denver's a good
that's a
team.
crazy lineup.
They have a really good starting five, but I just think teams are just better.
I think one of these games in the series, Jokic is probably gonna gas out. He's carrying so hard right now. And
I
he's a
wouldn't
big
say
guy.
I wouldn't say for this series he'll gas out, but I think
He'll maybe
they
not the
make it
series. He's
past
gonna
the
gas
second.
out eventually.
I don't think
I don't
so.
see a deep run for Denver.
I don't
'cause
think so because
it's too much on
Denver
Jokic.
they're 3. They got to play 2. They have to play the Lakers.
I got the.
That's 6.
Hey, you know
That's
what I'm
a
about to say.
6-game series. Right
You know what
there.
I'm about to say.
That's a 6-game series.
Y'all know what I'm about to say. Lakers in 5.
That's a 6-game series.
Lakers in 5.
That's a 6-game series. Maybe 5.
Lakers in 5.
Maybe 5. But
Anyway, damn,
that's a
always
6-game.
talking about the damn Lakers.
That's a 6-game series. You kind of, and then,
Kind of happy.
and I'll pose this question: if Dame loses, what does that mean? What should Portland do? I should say,
What should
we know
Portland do?
because we know what Dame wants to do. But if
Portland's
you're looking
gonna-
at, but organizations got to be real with themselves. You're looking at them is just making it to the playoffs enough.
I seen a report the other day that Dame really wants to play with Draymond Green. Interesting. With that high pick and roll. I go out and go
Shoot,
go
I
get
ain't see that
Draymond Green.
If that's true,
Yeah, I seen that. I think it was on Trending NBA. As much as I don't.
nah, they
Believe that
do
much.
anything. They post a lot of BS.
But if I'm Portland, I go out and get Draymond Green no matter what because I think that's a great
he's not
fit.
leaving. Draymond Green will never leave the Warriors.
Hey, they offer up something.
What? As much as Draymond is a liability to score, he does everything else really well. Scoring,
Draymond's a
shoot, he's a
baller.
liability,
Draymond's a baller. You could run a whole offense through
but
Draymond Green.
yeah, you could actually kind of run a kind of big lineup with that Warrior team if they could get a guy. If you really wanted to put
They get
Draymond,
Kawhi Leonard.
if you really wanted to put a Draymond at the 1, not necessarily him say point guard on his position,
yeah.
but have him dribble it up exclusively and have Steph and Clay run wings.
Well, they do.
Then
that, though.
you actually
They
have
be
enough.
doing that.
Then Draymond's a great defender where he could guard maybe 2, maybe certain ones.
Draymond
2,
guards a lot,
2 through
lot of
5.
different positions.
They
I
could
have no
get
problem with
they
him guarding
could get
any
an
position.
average power like a Tobias Harris type power forward who's not a great superstar but can do it. Who will get the job done? They
Knicks-
could run some sort of a dangerous lineup with that Draymond at point guard. When Clay returns, hopefully he's 100%.
Really
Steph.
quick update. Knicks down 70-64 with 4:35 left in the third.
All right, you
It's
guys
a game
are.
now.
It's
It's a
third
game
quarter.
now.
You said
It's
third quarter, you said?
4:35 left in the third quarter.
New York.
Derrick Rose, 22 points.
That's playoff D Rose.
Veteran.
New York.
And Julius Randle, your boy. Julius Randle's 2 for 9.
He's
2
not
for
my
9.
boy.
2 for 9.
I forgot
That's
you
your
think
field
he
goal
don't-
percentage right there. 2
He's
for
not
9.
my guy.
9 points though. He's up to 9 points.
He's not my guy.
All right.
I'm not a Knicks
We'll get
fan,
back
but
to
I
the
like
Knicks.
when they do well because that's what real New Yorkers do. Be happy for their own.
But anyway, to finish that question, they got to get one more guy. If you're Portland, you got to get one more guy. If I'm Dame,
And
Dame stays saying that
I
he
think-
wants to be in Portland.
I think Dame, if he truly wants to stay in Portland, he
He's got
has
to reach out to superstars.
Dame is a real loyal dude. I think he does. But Dame is a real loyal dude. But
You're
if
not
he
winning
wants
there.
to really win, he has to put pressure on that organization. And
Yeah.
I love him, but you got to move somebody.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
got to move somebody.
Melo's not gonna cut it anymore.
no, Melo's not cutting.
He's
it.
probably
Melo.
done
Melo
after this year.
Yeah, he's,
after this year.
yeah.
But I will say Dame has to put pressure. If he truly wants to stay there. Because I feel like I don't want him to fall into that where he said it so much, I'm loyal to whatever, I'm this, I'm
Yeah.
that, to where he feels like he's not happy and he has to
They
stay.
need, that's another team that needs a 3.
They
Another
need
team
a
that needs
3 and they need a 4. They need
What's
a,
up, Horn?
They need.
I would say like CJ McCollum on that team is not doing it. Like
Yeah, I was
I
going to
agree.
mention CJ too.
I
CJ
agree.
might be have to
I
get moved
agree.
too.
I agree.
He's
I
a
agree.
good player, but he's not an all-star.
He is an all-star.
Uh,
He is an all-star.
in your book, not mine. We
He
always
is an
talk about
all-star.
that. I can go on.
He is an all-star. But it depends because he's an all-star, but they got guys in the West that are just genuinely better at the guard.
There's guys who didn't make the
So
all-star
it
team
kinda
that are better
sucks.
than CJ.
It kind of sucks. It kind of sucks. He just has guys that are better than him. His numbers are all-star. I think he averaged like 25 this year. If that's not all-star.
He's a scorer. He's a scorer.
But if that's not all-star, I don't know what is. It just sucks that
You know
you
what's
got,
all-star?
but it just sucks you got guys like Donovan, Luka, Steph, all those. I mean, if LeBron considers himself a guard, that's tough. There's a lot of great players that won't make an all-star team because
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander,
Of how
24,
great.
6, and
So
5.
who is he an all-star over
No
in
all-star.
the East then if he's playing in the East?
let me see.
Trae Young,
we got Trae
James
Young.
Harden,
Trae-
Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, Bradley Beal. It's
Yeah,
loaded.
See, it's loaded.
It's loaded. It's loaded.
It's loaded.
But for numbers, he puts up those numbers. Somebody's going to get snubbed every year.
Just be better.
Somebody's going to get snubbed
better.
every year.
Be better.
It's tough.
Play some defense. Maybe you get an all-star. I don't know.
It's tough because even a fan vote, even if it's a fan voting, like you're still not getting in.
Yeah.
All right, with this series. Oh, big update.
And wait, hold up.
Westbrook is injured. I don't know how injured, but
Oh damn.
Westbrook is injured.
Well, shit, rest up. You lost anyway. You weren't
Yeah,
good
whatever.
anyway. So just rest up. Get ready for next year. But I will say this: I'll give you this.
Damn.
If Dame does decide to leave or want to be moved, because he's
Don't
earned
say the
that.
Lakers, please.
He's earned that right to choose where he wants to go. So
well, yeah, if Portland wants to let him do that, though.
they will. He's been nothing short of loyal to them.
I mean, I'm seeing that happening. Not the NBA, but Aaron
He's
Rodgers.
been nothing short of loyal to that team. He put it all out there. For them.
So where would he choose? Where do you think?
I'm asking you, where do you think he should ask to go?
Where should he?
Say if he decides to leave. Obviously, we don't know if he wants to leave. I don't think he will leave, but if
Either
he wants to leave.
Either Los
where
Angeles
would he
team,
go?
but it won't be the Clippers because he has beef with the Clippers. So maybe the Lakers. Where he should, the Lakers. That's probably it. Maybe Boston. Lakers or Boston.
I would say the Lakers too, just from the dynamic. LeBron.
Maybe Miami. Dame in Miami. That's the only 3 I could see.
I got one for you.
You can say Milwaukee.
How about Philly?
Yeah, you just said
Philly's-
that. Yeah, you just
I
said
think Philly's
that.
got their point
You
guard.
just said Philly.
You did?
You just said Philly, bro.
All right. Shout out my guy Diego Ortiz.
Bro, Philly has
my guy.
their all-star point guard. They don't need a point guard.
Yeah, but all right.
You're not running Ben Simmons at 2.
I will personally move Ben Simmons for Damian Lillard.
100%.
Oh man, that's.
I would personally.
That's not
do
even a
that.
question.
Here you go.
That's not even.
Here
I
you
don't
go.
know. I actually don't know.
I would
I'm Philly.
personally do that. Ben Simmons
I
is
don't
a
know.
great
Next-
defender.
next guy, baby.
Next tie game.
New York!
Empire State of
Go
Mind.
New York! Go
Yeah.
New York!
I'm tight that we're not
Ah,
live.
come on
I'm
now.
tight that we're not live. That'd be sick if we were
Yeah,
live
that'd
right
be
now.
sick.
What?
YouTube live.
What do you mean?
Live 5.
Well, all I know is Washington just lost by 25.
No game 7 coming off of that.
Yeah, boys. I'm sorry about that. With Washington.
All hey, Joey, all this time, they have a chance. If they get in that play-in,
Hey, you're talking. You're talking
I can
about
see
Miami
Ew.
coming back.
I said you need a new
That was
pair of
fair.
glasses if you see that. Because you are wrong.
My bad on Washington in 7. My bad on Washington. It's obviously Washington in 6.
Oh!
4 straight. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
So ass, bro.
Damn.
So ass.
But let me check on the Knicks. Oh! 72-72. I'm loving it.
Oh my God.
But Trae Young is going beastie.
Honestly, I'd rather
Young's-
the Knicks win this game so I don't have to buy a Julius Randle jersey.
Oh, somebody done changed the song.
Don't play another ad. I don't need that.
Yeah, that's right, man.
All right, real quick. We got it. We're probably gonna end up talking about this every day because it's just so vital to the playoffs. are the Nets unbeatable? Like, I'm not even talking series. I'm talking like, can anyone get more than 2 games on them in a series?
No,
Yeah,
I don't
Oh,
see it.
man.
I don't know.
So they're unbeatable then.
I don't
They're
see it.
unbeatable.
I mean,
no.
this will be a
The
sweep.
Lakers, the Lakers
This will be a
defense maybe,
sweep.
but they can't
The only
score.
way,
They
the
can't
only
score
way
with
the
Nets
Nets will lose is if they
get hurt.
play bullshit throughout the game and then decide to turn it on, but they're just off. That's the only
Yeah.
way I can see.
Yeah, but then they'd have to do that 4 times.
Oh,
you're
I'm
talking
talking about for a
about
game,
games.
for a particular game.
Oh.
I mean, when you said more than 2 games, I could see that
No,
happening
yeah.
maybe twice.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I don't know.
they could go.
I'm
for
gonna keep saying
the
it.
Nets.
Milwaukee Lakers. I think that's it for them. The only people who could possibly get 2 games,
I agree.
maybe 3.
Hopefully.
If you're one of those teams, hopefully you get 2 games.
I
And you
agree.
can say, "Yo, we got 2 games though." You know, we got a game though.
like
bitch.
I said yesterday, guys. If Boston wins the game, throw a parade. Treat that like your
If Boston wins the game, I'm going up to Springfield and I'm going to party in
I
Boston.
might buy a Tatum jersey if they win the game.
Yeah. 22.98 for Ben Simmons. It's nice.
That's real nice, but I'd still rather have Dame.
Oh, I like this on the podcast. Actually, no, I can't answer this. I was gonna have Yave on the pod, but I wasn't too sure about what he was gonna say, so I don't know.
But
He'll see
actually,
this. Later
actually-
too, but
I wrote here.
he probably agrees. I should have hung up.
I wrote here in my notes.
Probably did lose a bet.
I wrote here in my
won.
notes that the Knicks will win by 7-10 today.
Interesting.
They're up.
I wrote that yesterday night.
Look at Williams, man. So inspirational.
You better believe it.
Inspirational now.
Hallelujah.
Knicks up one.
I'm inspirational.
Sorry, Knicks. So real quick,
Who's
again,
up? What's the score?
He's 76, 74.
Who?
Next.
Come on, talk to me nice. Talk to me, baby.
So we were gonna end a little bit with some Wizard series talk, but that's over now. I'm not even in the mood to talk about that.
Oh my God.
I don't think anyone wants to talk about that.
Talk about who?
The Wizard series.
I do.
think.
Because you thought they were gonna win.
And that's pretty much it for today, guys. So I thank you guys for watching again. Appreciate the support. Tell your friends, OBB Podcast. Hit us on IG and TikTok at OBB Podcast. More content tomorrow. Peace.
Goodbye.
I'm going to have to cut.